Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another video. So this week, we finally got a title for the upcoming Spider-Man movie. So for those who don't know, for whatever reason, Spider-Man is now part of the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe. We saw that in one of the trailers for Captain America: Civil War. It was at the end. So yeah, and obviously Spider-Man's now gonna get his own solo movie, and yeah, we do have some news out of that, out of it. We have the title and possibly the villain who's gonna be in the movie and who's gonna portray the villain. So yeah, pretty cool. Now the title is gonna be Spider-Man: Homecoming. So yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming. So not the best title. I like the double meaning. I guess it's like a double meaning because you have Spider-Man is finally coming back home to Marvel, so Homecoming. And then Spider-Man, he's supposed to be about 17, 16, 17, 18 in the movie. And obviously he's in high school, so you have Homecoming and all that. So that's pretty cool. So, I mean, I guess I like the double meaning. It's pretty cool, but it's not the best title in my opinion. Because we had Spider-Man, or, we had, in the early 2000s, we had Spider-Man. Then we got Amazing Spider-Man. How cool would it have been, or would it be, if we got Spectacular Spider-Man, or Web of Spider-Man, or Superior Spider-Man, or something like that? Something cool like that. Superior, Web of, Spectacular. What else is there? I'm being honest. I forget, but it would have been so cool to have like another type of that. Maybe Spectacular Spider-Man Homecoming, or the Superior Spider-Man Homecoming, or something like that. It's not the best title in my opinion. It's an okay title. It could be better. It would have been so cool if they had something like Spectacular Spider-Man. That really did amazing. Spectacular, Superior, Web of, Ultimate Spider-Man. Okay, Avenging Spider-Man, something like that. There's a title that circulated right before this. Right before Spider-Man was even confirmed to be before Sony gave the rights back to Marvel for Spider-Man. Many people said a great title for a new Spider-Man movie would be Spider-Man. If he were to go to Marvel, would be Spider-Man: The New Avenger. And I thought that's a great title, Spider-Man: The New Avenger. I love that title, actually. So yeah, or you could just put Avenging Spider-Man or something. I'm pretty sure there was a series like that. So Ultimate Spider-Man, I do think the title could be better. And also Homecoming in the comics, and I'm explaining this because of the villain, which makes no sense. In the comics, the Homecoming story arc has to do with Venom and the symbiote, and how it's kind of taking over Peter Parker and Spider-Man as a whole. However, the villain, they've said that they're not gonna use any of the previous villains they've used already. So that means they're not gonna use Green Goblin or any. I don't think they're gonna use any. They're not gonna use Green Goblin or New Goblin, because we kind of got that because we got Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man film. We kind of got New Goblin in the third Spider-Man film to a certain extent. They're not gonna use Doc Ock, so that's out of the question. They're not gonna use Venom. They're not going to use Venom, which is a big one, because in the comics, Venom is a villain, so they're not going to use Venom. They're not going to use Sandman. They're not going to use Lizard, and they're not going to use Lizard. And then for the who was in the third one? And then the third one we had Goblin again. Then they're also not going to use Rhino, even though he was only in there for like a second, and Electro. So they're not going to use any of those. So who are they planning to use? From what it seems, they're probably gonna use Vulture, from what it seems, and it's really likely based off who they're gonna cast, which is Michael Keaton. So yeah, Michael Keaton went from DC to Marvel, fucking Batman, and now Vulture. And it's really funny when you think about it, because he was Batman, then he went to Birdman, and now he's literally a Birdman with Vulture. If he actually ends up being Vulture, other people have said he could be Mysterio or Kraven. That's not maybe Mysterio. Mysterio would make sense, but Kraven, no, he doesn't look like Kraven in my opinion. He doesn't have the looks. Then again, he goes like change up even after that. But even after that, I feel like Kraven is someone who's in their 40s, like at youngest 30s, at oldest mid 50s. Okay, somewhere between the 30s and 50s. Really, he has to be like really buff, and obviously have like a lot of facial hair. If I were to cast Kraven. Kraven the Hunter, I'd probably go with Tom Hardy. If you saw The Revenant, that's kind of how I imagine Kraven to be in live action, maybe shave the beard a bit, but keep the weird mustache or something, or however that was. I feel like Tom Hardy would be like a great cast for Kraven, in my opinion. He has looks, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, they could probably get, if they could get like J.K. Simmons back, and kind of give him his J. Jonah Jameson look a bit, but like actually darken his hair. Maybe that would work out, but I doubt it because he's Commissioner Gordon in DC now. So yeah. So Michael Keaton, supposedly they're in. Some reports say that they're just talking about it. Some reports says that he's already been signed on for the movie. But more or less, that's how it is. Some reports say he's already signed on. Some reports say he's just talking at the moment. But from what it seems like they're going to cast Michael Keaton, and it seems they're going to cast him in the Vulture, and like most likely the Vulture, and possibly Mysterio or Kraven after that. So yeah, that's the news from the Spider-Man movie. It's called Spider-Man Homecoming. And yeah, and even after that, the logo for the movie looks pretty shitty. Like the logo for the original Spider-Man, or like the text type. I guess it's better said, like the text font or whatever. It's really fucking weird. Which is really weird talking about font. But like if you look at the fonts for the Amazing Spider-Man and the original Spider-Man movies, you see, yeah, they look pretty heroic. They look bold, strong. I guess I don't know how you're gonna describe a font, but yeah, but the font for Spider-Man Homecoming is like this jump rope shit. It's like a smiley face, and it's really fucking weird. So yeah, I'll probably read the thumbnail, but yeah. So Spider-Man Homecoming as the title. It's gonna star Tom Holland, possibly Michael Keaton, and from what it seems, Zendaya as well, which is something that was discussed like a few months ago. Oh yeah, and it seems like Zendaya is gonna be playing Black Cap. That's a shit that's already been like talked about before. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Spider-Man movie? I believe it comes out 2017 or 18. I need to double check. And somewhere around there. So, sometime in the next 2 years, I believe it comes out. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Comment all that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.